3, 2, 1. Oh, you're not supposed to say 3, 2, and 1.
What up? What up?
shit.
No.
I can...
My
3,
bad.
2, 1. No,
Go.
it's a Wayne's World joke. Anyways, what's going on? You already know what it is. 4G Audio Podcast. I, today, am Styles the Prophet.
As always, I am the B Show.
I think so.
I don't know. Did I change that?
It's Friday.
I'm B Show.
Gang, gang.
You already know what it is. It's the 4G Audio Podcast.
And the only fucking reason that we're in your house right now is because Ben Jones is fucking... I was gonna say he's smarter than us, but I was like, wow.
Neither of those things are true.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm sorry. We fucked. I fucked it up.
No, it's all good.
But anyways, tonight we got Walshyy.
What's up?
Gang, gang.
What's up?
Thanks.
Thanks for coming out, yo.
Fuck yeah! Thank you. I actually. So it might take me a quick second to remember this, but oh yeah, okay. So I remember now. So I was on my way to the city.
That was
and
loud.
onto the highway, and like there was cars coming or whatever, and I was like, oh, there's the biggest space is here, so I kind of like moved ahead, and then buddy like came on full on like basically like pushing me off the highway. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So then I slow down. I'm like, okay, whatever. I get behind him. Then like all the way, he's just like he would like speed up and slow down and shit, and like fucking we get to the passing lane, and he like passed everybody. But then when I got on him, like passing everybody too, he like slowed down
Slows down.
so that I couldn't get past everybody or whatever. So then, anyways, then I ended up getting behind him, and he pulls off to the side of the road, and I was like, made some gestures at him or whatever, you know.
As you do.
His hand at the window, and he's like calling me on basically, and I saw the guy who it was, and I'm like, I recognize that face, and then I realized who it was. It's I don't even really like know him, but it's a guy from Renfrew or whatever. And I was like, man, I'm like, I started thinking, I'm like, man, I'm like, I love when people, because like we all look the same in a car, right? You can get out of the car, like they don't expect me to get out of the fuck car, right?
Yeah.
But I just kept going, I was like, whatever, fuck you, man. I'm like, you were in the wrong, whatever.
Oh man, too many stories like that
But-
this week driving
well,
back
yeah.
and forth.
Even too, like since that, because I was like, I'm gonna bring that up. But since that, like so much other shit has happened, just like driving through the city and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with people, man? Like,
Yeah, absolutely agree, bro.
I actually almost got smoked last week.
Fuck.
Me and my brother. And we came up to a yellow light. And like I jammed my brakes because it was pretty close, right? Like there was no way I was going through and getting away with it kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I jammed on my brakes. And I looked at my mirror. Dump truck coming on like full bore. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, he's not gonna get stopped before before he hits me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fucked smoked. So I just went boom and went through the red light, and I looked. By the time he stopped, my front bumper, like he would have just fucking blown the car apart.
That's when you have to run the red light.
Yeah, well, I said to my
Yeah.
brother, I was like, sorry man, I gotta do this, and I pulled through, and he was like, what the fuck, man? Because there was cars like coming and shit, like they weren't
Yeah.
going fast, but they were starting to go, and they all
I
stopped.
just saved your life.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. And he's like, man, he's sitting where we were sitting. Like, yeah, you're fucking right.
Crazy.
But enough about you.
Yeah, sorry, no.
Jeez.
That's just something I wouldn't touch on. People are fucking crazy. Drivers are fucking
Drivers are crazy.
Crazy.
bring up.
Yeah.
I noticed you had some damage on your car on the same side as mine too.
Oh, yeah. You've been hitting things?
She hit something.
Yeah, I
Hitting
kind
bear-
of sort of
hitting
hit a
bears
wolf.
Like a wolf.
A wolf? God damn.
Damn. So you got a bear and now.
Wolf or a coyote?
Everybody asks me that. It was
Yeah.
definitely a wolf.
A
Fuck,
wolf
where was
for
this?
Real.
Wow.
In I think it was Barry's Bay, or
Barry's
just
Bay.
outside. No, just before Barry's Bay. It's like right
You're
outside of
way-
Algonquin.
Right up the Mattawa.
Yeah.
Aren't they like fucking
Heart of the
endangered or
Ottawa
some shit?
Valley.
Like you just like decrease the wolf population?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Me and my buddy actually. Again, I'm going into me now, but we were driving the breakdancing wolf. And we were
What is a
driving.
breakdancing wolf?
We were just going past. We were coming into Ottawa, but we were just going past the Corral Center or whatever it's called. And so we're driving, and like all of a sudden, like there's a car in front of us. between their tires. Like they didn't even like swerve or anything. It just all of a sudden there was just this fucking wolf came out. But it must have been dead for a while and frozen because it was the winter. But it was just like this, like stiff and just spinning around like this. And my buddy's like, whoop, and we went around and he just like, and we just were kind of silent for a sec, like kind of like taking it all in, like that was scary. He goes, "Is that wolf breakdancing?" And we just fucking started laughing. But
That's
no,
nonsense.
wolf was already dead. Did you kill your wolf? Or did it run away?
I don't know. It was like a whole pack of wolves on the road. I only hit one.
Oh,
But I was like,
Damn.
yo, hell no, I'm getting out of the car right now by myself
Yeah.
to see if this wolf's
Oh, see,
okay.
I
Fucking you.
Oh, you didn't come back and just
did you
maul
did
your
you
ass.
stop? Did you stop?
And I opened my door like this, but I don't have the clue.
See,
I
see,
would've got out.
see, I jumped right out after I hit the bear. My airbag went off, so there was like smoke in the car and stuff because there's like a little explosion in there. So I'm like breathing in all this fucking like sulfur and stuff. So I pulled over car and I started running back behind the car, like get away from the car, you know. I'm like, wait, yeah, I'm like, wait, there's a fucking.
that once.
Well, I was just
I've
thinking
seen
like
too many movies for this.
all the. It was just the gunpowder I could smell in the car, right? And I'm like, I don't want to breathe it in.
Yeah.
So I jumped down and I ran 20 feet behind the car, but I'm like, wait, is that
Fucking
out
bear.
here?
Yeah.
Jump back in the back seat. But anyways,
He'd probably be pretty frightened after that, though.
So it
He's
just-
probably gone.
yeah, oh
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
think.
But no, it's
doubt.
just funny
But
because
those,
she
yeah,
did the
those
exact
paws can
opposite.
still do some
like,
damage, though.
Oh
Oh
man,
man,
I'd honestly be more scared of pack wolves.
Yeah, I think so. They're
100%, man.
you know what's worse
That
about
was not-
wolves?
Cool.
You know what's worse about
Oh,
wolves
that's
is
cool to
wolves.
tell.
Wolves, like, so if you're in the bush and you're camping or whatever, say, and like most animals, when they hear noise, they don't know what it is. So they'll like tour around you,
if I can
Yeah.
kind of
investigate.
watch what's going on. They'll get closer and closer and closer, and eventually you're eaten by a wolf.
Yeah, man, for
Oh.
sure.
Hell no. not
Whereas,
down for
whereas,
that.
whereas deer, they can
Super
hear you from
smart.
far away, and they'll turn around and they'll go the other way, right?
To be honest.
Oh, it would be.
tell.
Oh man.
You ever seen the movie Frozen? Like, sorry, wait,
Which one?
not the cartoon Disney movie at all. It is called Frozen, and it's these people.
Oh, I
they're
have
on a
seen that.
chairlift.
Yes, I
yeah,
have
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And
they-
Buddy.
Buddy,
Gets
Oh,
eaten by the
yeah.
fucking wolf.
Yeah,
that
I've
was
seen it.
Pardon my French. The dude in that movie is like, hell, what is it from? I gotta IMDb it, but I can't because I'm online.
IMDb's the shit. I got you.
He's
Yeah,
like
IMDb.
he's like a childhood actor that was from. Yeah,
No way. I actually
Yeah.
watched that movie a couple times.
We
Um,
bet-
forget
find
what it
out.
was.
that was a random ass movie for me. I think
Or
that
was it
was like
childhood actor, or was it just he was from something?
back
Either
in the
way.
day when like we could still rent movies.
oh yeah, yeah. See, I saw it on like
Block-
It was
Yeah,
just
no.
called Frozen. This movie.
I'm pretty sure.
it was
Oh, yeah,
something
this
like
one's
that,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, because I remember whenever I first saw it, I was like,
Oh yeah, Sean Ashmore.
"Who's he?"
That guy there.
Yeah, no, it was him, and then there was maybe somebody else too that was from something.
Oh yeah, this dude was X-Men guy.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
He
feel like
was-
there was somebody else in it too that I was thinking
This
of.
guy. No, not
No.
him.
that says crawl, doesn't it?
I'm over it.
Oh, that's all. That's all it is. Well, we were narrowing it down on the 4G Audio podcast.
Gang.
I think this is the dude you're talking about, though.
Probably.
He is definitely known for the X-Men movies. He was what's he in X-Men? Not like that, anyways. It's over.
I haven't watched. Yeah.
If you missed it, well,
Um,
whatever. You should go back 2 minutes.
So for those of you who don't know, Walshyy is a rapper, hip hop
That's right.
artist.
Why else would she
Um,
be on here?
When we were bragging about being at that Mr. Jones show,
Yeah,
she was also there.
that's right.
I think you were
Actually,
just
believe-
before us or just after us?
After
Just us. after
yeah,
us,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. Oh
Guy-
yeah.
Guys, how do I go live on Facebook?
Oh,
Should be a big old live
you
button. I
fucking
think.
Yeah,
noob.
there's
Go
a
to
big live
Yeah.
button.
go to- like try,
Status
like whenever you
bar.
go to a status,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then it'll be on the
Oh,
gang. Yeah, you know what's up.
You already know.
But yeah, and we
how
were
you-
listening to your shit on Spotify,
yeah.
but
yeah, it's like
fucking I like
They
it.
were all
My best
dope.
track's on SoundCloud though.
And
You
I get,
gotta-
I get what you mean by your beats too, because your beats were all
They're
those
kind of
beats were
old school meets trap, hits EDM
I would
somewhere.
agree with that. Something I've never heard before, for sure. Banging.
good. I
All
like
the
the-
tracks
yeah.
are banging.
Like your flow and like
Yeah.
It's
fucking lyrics and shit
It's
too. Like
just something
what
I've
was
never
the one
really
thing?
heard before, to be honest with
What was
you.
the one thing that I picked up
That's what I'm
on?
going for.
it doesn't even matter. But
Yeah. Sorry.
no. But there was a couple things though. Anyways, it's good, you know, like
Yeah.
a couple of like lyrical parts, you know.
I really like what is it
Puns and shit.
I might get it wrong, but it's like the 9069 song, and whenever you say something, and then like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Pretty dope.
That's
Nice.
I like
PS,
that. Okay, yeah.
which actually stands for stuff, but
Nice.
It's all right. We'll
You
just
can-
say-
What does it
Like,
You can
stand
tell
for?
us. No.
What does it stand for?
it's
I
a
wanna-
little inappropriate.
You gotta leave.
know.
Yeah,
A lot
you gotta leave a
inappropriate.
mystery, you know.
Inappropriate. Getting drunk and fucking talking on the podcast.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Talking that shit.
Shit. Actually, we were just talking to these people out in the parking lot. This nice lady and her child and her mom. They were throwing like garbage
she had a
out.
nice sleeve. I like her tattoos.
She had a lot of nice things, but no, we were talking to them, and I guess they overheard us talking about the wolf thing,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, "Oh, I hit a bear," whatever. They're like, "Oh, I hit a bear." So, anyways, we got talking to them, and shit.
That's what happened.
That's basically the end of the story, and I realized I just took you on a journey to nowhere, but you're welcome. I think.
Yeah.
The never-ending tales of Styles the Prophet.
So,
Continue.
like, how long have you been rapping for? Or writing music?
Oh, I've been writing music since I was in the 4th grade.
Nice.
I started about 12,
Okay.
so I'm 25 now. So
25. Nice. So
It's a good 13 years there.
Yeah, I wish.
still young too.
I wish I started at 12, and I wish I was 25.
It's never too late,
shit.
Styles.
Yeah, no. 2006 or 7 when I discovered strange music,
Nice, yeah.
Ooh, shout out
And-
Tech 9.
and then also when Classified dropped Hitchhiking Music.
Yeah,
Oh, so
hell
good.
Yeah,
Nice,
so
because
good.
that was a good album.
It was.
Yeah.
And I so for me, I was like, oh, like if he can do it, so the fuck can I.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Where are you from out in the East Coast?
I think-
I'm from Newfoundland, but I only
Oh.
remember living in Eastern Passage,
Okay.
Nova Scotia.
Right on, though.
Word. I know some
That's-
people from Nova Scotia.
The people out there.
So what brought you to Ottawa?
Yeah, how'd you end up in the
Pembroke, I think.
the mid?
Were you just
Oh.
in Pembroke, or you live in Pembroke?
Yeah.
I live in Pembroke. Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
I'm not
okay.
from there though. I moved there in November, but I originally moved there for a job
Okay.
and to branch out with music and
That's what
stuff. But it was
happens, yeah.
mostly the job. I wasn't really like picky on a place. It was kind of just like wherever I land and wherever works out.
Just
That's
going with
what's
the
up.
flow.
Going with the flow.
That
That's
is what's
usually-
up.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing it right. So, what were some of your inspirations growing up that got you into music and to write music and start rapping, picking up that mic and doing?
There's so many.
Yeah.
Musically, like I do a lot of the different genres. Rap's just the only thing I like put out to people.
Okay.
I'm very like shy. I still
Okay.
get stage fright.
Yeah.
But a lot of my influences, music is huge for me.
Yeah. I was
Like if Tech never
huge.
came up to me and he was like, "I want to work with you," I would
Oh,
probably die right there.
there's a goal.
But yeah, strange music, Eminem, Biggie.
Yeah.
Big one for me actually, because
Logic,
I
yeah.
watched Logic do his come up from like having 100 people in the crowd
That's dope.
to selling out his first venue to like I have to play multiple shows here because there's too much of a demand to
Yeah.
playing his first stadium
Yeah,
to
yeah.
O'Shea.
Man,
And I was
Yeah.
like, bro, like
I don't
he
mean to
worked
interrupt
it from the
anyone
ground
right now,
up.
Yeah.
but fucking he
For
played
sure.
at Blues Fest last night,
Yeah.
and that was a dope fucking show.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Logic can put on
He is.
Absolutely.
like-
dope.
Yeah.
And he's a dope dude too. Like I've met him in humble.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he can fucking.
Hell yeah.
I almost like I'm better smoking weed and not having a wife. I
I
said it. I'm sorry, but
Me too, but
I mean,
for
not that I
totally
like hang out with him or like know him,
different
but I just I mean, I don't know. I just something. I mean, I always liked his music and shit, but I just feel like something different.
You
I
definitely
could-
just like let loose.
I can feel his like energy out of it
Yeah,
or something,
yeah,
you know. And
for
I
sure.
like that.
stepped his
I really
game up
would
a
have
bit.
liked to see him again at this year round.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we saw him on. It was like his come up had just happened. Under Pressure
That
was
was
at
the
its
night.
large, and yeah,
Buddy was sleeping.
yeah.
Buddy
Man,
was
Buddy was
passed
up
out.
against the wall there.
I got a
He's
picture of
passed
me
out.
like laying beside him, just like
Too many
almost
stories
dead.
for
Like,
that
yeah,
night.
yeah, that was Good
Stealing
shit.
packs of summer bees from
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, they were those Canadian fucking things though,
Yeah.
and
the ciders.
yeah, and these dudes were and or whatever you buy your booze at, right? But like they had all their shit stored at the back of the tent, but the wall we were standing at is like at the back of the museum, and so the tent was on an angle, and we were like up this little hill. So the guys were sneaking down the hill and going, like we weren't even with them. They were
Dude, yeah.
And he'd go down and take one, and then he'd come up, and whenever he came up, he like saw that we all like saw him, so he came over and was like giving them to us and
Yeah.
shit. And then he went back. He must have got like 3 packs
Yeah,
of them. Man.
Do you still have this picture?
I do.
I
where
do
would
somewhere.
it
I
Yeah.
know I do.
You should make a meme.
Oh my god, yes, true that.
be? I want to see the picture.
I'm pretty sure we did make some kind of caption on it too, like we're going to the same place or something. But yeah, no. So which just real quick, which stage did he perform on? Logic. Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, that's sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's that big.
Yeah.
Man, it was
Same thing
fucking
with,
hot. They're just like spraying everyone with a hose and shit. Like,
Yeah, oh man.
But see, like
Not
MGK
long.
was still in the backstage, and even that was like whenever he was like, well, like I guess it was last year.
MGK near as big as Logic though.
Man, fucking,
He isn't.
you got a lot of fucking those like radio songs and shit.
Yeah,
right?
but
No,
Logic's,
you don't think so?
Logic's
Alright.
a fucking. He's a.
Let's check their fucking
Powerhouse.
followers.
Powerhouse.
Let's
He's
fucking
built
no,
that
I'm
from the
just joking.
ground
Yeah.
up,
But yeah.
man.
and from the
Right now, though, I would rather watch MGK's live performance probably than Logic's, because Logic's one man. You know,
Especially
I'm sure
on a
the
big
lights are all
stage,
good and
man,
everything,
like,
but MGK puts on a show.
Yeah.
And he's got a whole band, and he's fucking.
I'm way too much of a rat packer. I'm like, I like MGK's music, but I am like
I am
totally
in no
turned off of
way
him
saying
since the Eminem beef.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
Me
sorry,
too.
I'm too
But-
hard on my Eminem. Eminem
Yeah.
fucks with
Have you heard-
Logic. Like, I can't, I don't fuck with you now.
I definitely ain't saying.
But
I'm
he's
going
got
on
good music.
record
He
right
does.
now. I ain't saying MGK's better than Logic. Not a
it shouldn't
dime,
matter.
No.
But
They're different.
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm
Like
I
man,
like that.
Schoolboy had like, what? Not the main side, the main stage, like
No,
the big
Schoolboy,
they
too.
got rid
And
of that stage.
there
man.
was,
There's
like,
only 3 there this
fucking 20,000 people or something.
year. Yeah, you're telling me
Like,
that was an aggressive.
Oh my
aggressive
ass,
crowd.
boys! It was sick.
Oh my.
Yeah, we ended up standing. We were right at the front of the stage, back because we were like, "This is crazy," and we went to the back, and you're literally watching. Man, my buddy was there. Pat, remember Pat from 420?
Yeah,
yeah.
So he was there
Shout
with
out,
his
Pat.
mom, but they were going to see like Billy Joel or something or like whatever. But they were waiting, and while they're waiting, they're like, "Oh." Fuck. I guess they were standing somewhere where I was because they said they were at the back of the crowd, and literally, man, you're watching like thousands of people. And all of them are going like this, jumping up and down and shit. Like every single one of them. Like you could probably look on the ground and like, second, like it was crazy, man. So many people. But anyways, my point was though is that Schoolboy was on that big stage. We could get MGK on that stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on
anyways.
his way though, for sure.
Yeah. But I know what you mean though.
this
Like
new album-
even for instance, it was like, well, he actually a couple times asked me to play Logic.
Yeah.
The first time he's like, play every day, and I was like, what?
I work
Like,
hard.
what?
every-
Like, you got to give me more. Like, who? I didn't know who it was, though, right? You
Somebody
just said every day.
commented on this. Logic has 6.7 million. 7 million.
All right,
There
thank
you
you.
go. See the
Thank you.
Damn, settle.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised Logic
Shout out
doesn't
Malcolm,
even
'cause I
have
totally
10
stole
or
credit for
more.
him.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. He
But
just-
yeah, my son raps fucking every day.
Yeah,
like
that's
he was
dope.
like singing the whole thing.
Yeah. How many people were at, like his at Blues
The
Fest
Max,
last night?
Was it sold out? Did they say?
I have no
anything?
idea. That's what I'm saying. I
The
have
most
no
they
idea.
let at
There's
Blues
probably
Fest?
a couple thousand.
30, I think, is the most they let in Blues Fest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no clue how many people were at his show last night.
Man.
Man, last year,
Yeah, I don't
But I,
know.
was
last
just thinking
year,
it was
though,
like like for
My
him
friend
it was like a
just
step
won
down.
But
tickets to Blues
last
Fest
year was
for
the record. The one
karaoke
night was the
last
fucking
night.
For
record.
who? Like tonight or tomorrow?
For Snoop Dogg and Wu-Tang.
Snoop's bringing Warren G as well. So
Okay.
Not lucky me, I'm not going
no,
there.
I mean,
I want to go to that.
Yeah,
I didn't
lucky
win.
your friend.
I didn't even go.
Lucky your friend.
I was too busy
Nice.
working 15 hours.
Shit. I think
On
the
that
Backstreet
grind.
Boys are playing tonight or what?
Sunday.
I saw the
Sunday?
Backstreet,
Okay.
Backstreet Boys I ever went to.
Really?
Oh, for real?
Citadel Hill in Halifax. I was 3 years old.
Damn.
Aaron Carter opened.
course he did.
Fucking
way.
yo.
It
So
just screams
Aaron
90s.
Carter, I used to have the
Yeah.
exact same haircut as Aaron Carter, and people used to call me Aaron Carter.
cut or the
Yeah,
mushroom
yeah,
cut.
yeah. Long hair, like-
Parted down the middle.
Oh, exact same.
Oh yeah,
Whenever-
exact
his
same.
brother had the same. Nick was the exact same.
Whenever I first shaved my head, like just cut off the dreadlocks, and I grew up my hair a bit, I started like kind of combing it over and like putting shit in it. Weird. So I'd always say, I'm like, fucking Styles the Prophet, aka Styles Bieber, aka Justin Bieber's older brother. Fucking just this whole big thing. Like, aka,
Finally.
my brother said I had a Julian Edelman haircut, which is a.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, aka Julian Edelman haircut, aka, like, you know, I had all these things.
You're just building the list longer.
This is the
Oh, he's
picture
actually
to
okay. He
prove-
looks like he might be awake in the picture.
Oh, he's super out.
Okay, yeah.
Like everyone was waking him up.
You can see that on the thing.
Little Green Riding Hood over here, but
Oh, I'll let everyone see it. Anyway, I can make it bigger.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be made.
I don't think anyone's watching. But
Oh,
What's up,
everyone's
y'all?
gonna watch eventually. Oh, I
Gang,
guess
gang.
like down there is what you were saying.
what's
Nah,
that?
they ain't gonna see it.
Oh, for that? Oh, I
You
see.
guys will. You gotta check out tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll edit it in.
I'll throw it in there.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm yeah.
Just
sorry,
send me that
I just
picture.
volunteered. Yeah.
That's right.
Bird life, son.
The prophet.
On the fence.
So I got a question too. The show that we saw you at. Was that the first time you performed live or what?
No, that was just the first time I've performed here.
Okay,
You
okay.
open for her.
It was very nerve-wracking because, like, I'm nervous when I first meet people. Like, I'm more nervous doing one-on-one than I am on stage, even though I have stage fright.
Yeah, yeah.
There. So, like Sudden and them, they're the first people I really met with. They
Yeah.
kind of took me under their wing and helped me out and stuff. And, like, they literally had heard me rap for the first time, like, 4 days before that show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was, like, one verse drunk with them, and they were like, yo, like, that was dope. And I was like, yeah. And then that or anything, so I was, like, super nervous up there.
Yeah,
Like
No
mad
doubt,
respect
though.
for that though. Like honestly, like I was like that was our like Brandon and I, that was our first night performing like in front of like
Okay.
a crowd of people, like
Right.
Yeah.
and like intimidating when you're up there.
Yeah.
I loved it though.
Yeah, man.
Well,
it
that was my
it's
first time
definitely a great
rapping.
experience.
Like rapping on stage or whatever.
It was
But
different.
I was even saying to Brandon afterwards too, like the whole night I was like, cool, whatever, like I don't, you know, whatever. I'm just doing the one song. It's not even a big deal, whatever. Taking her easy on like smoking and shit. And I
Yeah.
was like, whatever, doesn't even matter, yeah. But literally, like as I recognized that like your set was getting to the end, I'm like, oh shit, and I was standing in the crowd just like, oh fuck, and I just like I could feel my heart pounding in my face, and I was like, oh god. You guys were like, oh yeah, whatever, special guest, and I started walking on the stage. I was like, oh yeah,
And you
it just
killed
went
it, man.
away,
You
Yeah,
fucking
like,
Just
killed that
push the
shit.
nerves right into adrenaline.
Yeah.
Exactly,
That's
fuck.
I loved it. It was
But yeah.
great. I'd love to
So
get
you
back
also
up there.
you also went to open in Gatineau as well.
Okay, yeah,
but
I did do that
Did
one.
you do that? Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
videos
Nice.
of that night too.
Shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that one I feel like when I did my like acapella and that, I was a lot more comfortable on stage that time, cause like people had seen me before,
Right.
and some of those same people were in the crowd. But
Yeah.
like moving it out here has been weird, cause I had the setback with like a different accident, not the wolf.
Yeah.
I had a setback with
Oh
that,
shit.
and like I'm used to having like people I know in the crowd all
Right.
the time, and
Yeah,
now it's
yeah.
like it's all these new faces, and like some of them I'm friends with in that, but they hadn't heard me. So like the second one went better. I was more comfortable, but the first one was still like good, dope.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
I had Sudden. They came up like Sudden Movement, Drassenson. They came up on stage while I was doing part of mine for my first one,
Nice.
which like actually
Gives
helped
you
a
a
lot.
boost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that's what I say. Like, you
Because like
gotta,
I've never had anybody on stage when I
Yeah.
on
It'd be
stage and
intimidating
whatever
being
DJ.
alone on the stage.
And
yeah.
for sure.
And especially like half the time I'm the only girl on the bill, and then I'm the only one who's like going up stage by myself, and I'm
Yeah.
just like pressure's on.
Yeah.
So that kind of helped a bit having them, even though they were just kind of like standing around. But it helped.
yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt, no
yeah.
doubt.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well then it at least shows too, like you're like not only are you like, yeah, like I got people on my side, but you're like I got people that you know on my side or whatever, you
Exactly,
know,
yeah.
like you like
Yeah,
associated like.
support is key for sure.
But something I just thought of though, whenever you were saying that, you were saying like you're used to having like people you know in the crowd and shit. That's another thing. Whenever I was playing in the band, I was always playing in Renfrew, and it was always like 50% or more of the people in the crowd were friends of mine.
Yeah.
So it was like it was more like just a party and we were jamming,
Mhm.
you know. So like just whenever you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, true, eh? Because like we had people we knew in the crowd and stuff, but it's like there's a lot of people in there that we like don't really like know. Like Jones, like Jones, like or I don't know. I just felt weird saying that. Like,
Yeah, that's me.
I just said your name,
Mrs.
no.
Jones.
Mr.
But yeah,
Jones.
Mrs. Jones, like even him, like, well, actually, my point is, I'm gonna finish that point, but is that even him, like, I'm like, oh, I don't know, like, right?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know us, right? But and never heard us, but
Yeah.
he actually messaged or like I commented on one of his things, and he said the tour was a success and blah 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 whatever, and I just commented and was like, hey, something. Like, yeah, you guys are sick, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, thanks for showing up and all that.
Yeah, he's a
So,
pretty chill
I just
dude.
wanted to tell
Yeah,
you
he
guys
is,
though
man, really
because
chill.
it was like extended to all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I look forward to getting him on.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking right.
Shout out, Mr. Jones. Thanks for the.
So I'm gonna roll this shit up.
Yeah.
What do you got?
BC Sweet Tooth that I
Nice.
got from OG
Ooh,
Extracts.
Yeah, I
They
remember.
threw it in for free because I'm an OG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out.
fucking right. But I saved it just for this moment. I smoked a couple doobies out of it.
Awesome.
That's
Feel
pretty
honored.
delicious.
I'm not
Oh, yeah.
honored.
And smell it before we smoke it.
Ooh.
They
Got
said
that sour smell.
I think they
that
said
I
it was like quad or something or whatever. But I mean,
Quad.
people just like
Yeah.
People just like throw shit. Like centuple, bro.
Bro.
I don't know if that's how you'd
So-
say it, but that's 5, I think.
I think I did 5.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but did you open for Obi Trice?
I did, yeah.
No.
Twice. Who I was when I met him, which blew my mind.
That was way more
It's
deserved.
Probably one of the coolest things that ever happened to
Holy
me.
fuck!
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Where was that? You said
I
twice.
opened for him in London at 765
Yeah.
and in Perry Sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wasn't ever here. Yeah.
Him and
Okay.
Swifty McVeigh.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. That's crazy.
That
That's
was, like-
crazy. That would be a
That's huge though,
like,
because like D12 was like huge for me.
Oh yeah.
And then actually, like so D12 happened and they were awesome.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they came out and I was like, whoa, they're like a boy band D12.
Yeah.
There's like 13 members, whatever.
Yeah,
And
I was
then-
telling you guys about
And then
it.
Eminem dropped Kamikaze and he
Okay.
did the whole track Stepping Stone where he basically said like, yo,
Yeah.
he just basically handed it off to y'all. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, we got a new D12.
Yeah.
He's like closed that book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Some of their members though are like, I think I was saying this before. Like the one dude's like he's like a talent manager or whatever, right? Like some of them are like they're just there, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Who's
they
the one
have
dude
like
you
little
always
jobs and shit.
talked about out of them?
I forget.
Native
He's the
Raw.
main guy though. What's his name? Do you know?
Kevin?
Kevin from
Kevin Abstract.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But yeah, no, they're actually pretty sick. I watched like a little it was like a little Vice documentary thing on them.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
pretty good.
No, they're cool. They
They,
came
like-
together in a forum.
Yeah, it was on a
Yeah.
Kanye West thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's sick. You showed me a music
Power of
video
the
of like the
internet.
one dude, like the LeBron one, the basketball LeBron. Maybe this is something.
Oh,
totally
I don't know.
different,
Maybe
but
the
I
one
thought it
the
was
one
Kevin
video I might
Abstract
the
for
one
some
video I
reason.
might have showed you is like they have a U-Haul truck. Like the guy's sitting on the back of the U-Haul truck, and I think it's like going backwards or something, but he's like rapping in the camera and
okay,
shit. And
yeah.
like, but like in the documentary I watched, so they went on like a tour or something like that, and then like whenever they came back, showed them like go back to the Compton, I believe. But so it shows them going back and stuff, and they're talking about how like we're back like in the hood and stuff, whatever.
Mm,
And while they're like talking about it, I think they might even been outside on the front step or something. Go off, and they're like, "Oh shit!" So they all like run back in, and then they're looking out, and like the cops show up like right away.
Crazy.
But yeah, no, it's cool because they even showed like they go into this one guy's room, and he's in there like on the computer making a beat. In this, he's like, I'm making this beat for they made this it's either a movie or like a TV show, but it's called Helmet Head, and it's like this kid. I don't know. It's a long story, but anyways,
As usual.
so yeah. So they made this show. So the guy for the soundtrack, or not soundtrack, the theme song, and then they got one of the other dudes. He's like a really lyrical dude, so they got him to like write the song for the theme song and stuff. So he takes the beat. Here you go. Goes over into the other guy's room. The guy's like, okay. Takes a few minutes. Writes it. Fucking records it. And they go and bring it to the other guy, and he's sitting in the other room like editing the video and stuff. And then they like put it all together and shit. I mean, obviously they probably staged that for the show,
Yeah.
but it just, they were showing how like they all live, and they all are like have the same goal and stuff. So like, okay, you make me this beat, and like I need this, whatever. Okay, yeah, bring it.
That's
to me, I do this.
streamlined fucking
Yeah,
work
totally.
process right
True.
there.
Say word.
So do you have these like or like material on Spotify out there and recorded?
Yeah, I got like my EP. So I got my EP Drinking with Friends on Spotify,
Nice.
which was kind of out and rushed. Like some people enjoy it. I'm my own worst
So
critic.
those
Definitely.
everyone is.
But like when I got offered my first show, I had beats and I had lyrics, but I had no tracks together.
Okay.
And so like Drinking with Friends was a product of like me being like, yeah, I'll take the show, and now I need to make material.
Yeah.
I like spit out this album
Yeah.
or EP, sorry.
Yeah.
But I like spit out this EP, and now I've been doing that and whatever. I've been working on stuff on the sidelines this whole time,
Yeah.
but I got plans for stuff coming out. But,
Yo,
you
nice.
know.
Really
Well,
haven't
with
heard
us
it yet.
too, like I recorded a whole like half a song, maybe just one verse. Actually, I already had 2 verses done, but yeah, like whenever we got the word to like do the show, yeah, it put me into high gear, verse, and just worked on a bunch of shit really, and yeah, just pitched some shit out on stage, you know.
And it's convenient to have this like right here, so we can just
Damn
like
right.
you know record that shit right away.
Damn right.
Where do you go to do any of your recording?
Own sound. I used to go to Walsdown Studios. Shout out to Ian Holm. He's like a dude I knew from high school.
Okay.
He went and did RAC in London. So I recorded with him for Divine Takeover, PS, and can't think of the name of my own song right now. Oh, Sound.
That's hilarious.
And then for that sound, I worked with my buddy MD.
Okay.
So, or Rap God MD. I'm in that, but he's actually taking the same course down in London right now,
Nice.
and he's really good. He's more trap rappy stuff, but he's really good. So me, him, and AMAC, who goes by Lil Sace now, but me, him, and AMAC came together on that because me and AMAC were on the same first show. He's from like Own Sound, and so am I. And our first show was Port Elgin, given to us by our friend Sabrina. And so like we did that show, and then we got talking online and stuff together. We were all on the show, like blah blah blah, and like my beats are very old school meets new school.
Nice.
So it kind of worked. So that sound, AMAC did the hook, I did the verses, MD made the beat.
Right on.
And then my favorite is Billboard, but that's because me and Jay Hill worked on it. It's not on Spotify, it's only on SoundCloud. But we worked on it, and like Jay Hill is a buddy of mine from like way back in high school. And like me and him and my buddy Scotty, who, okay, so when I started rapping together. And he was McNasty, I was K Walshy. Together
You
we're
used to
K
think
Nasty.
Oh, there you go.
And yeah. And so like we started rapping together in that, and then we met Jay Hill and made beats. And then me, him, and like Scotty and our bud Chad Laliberte would all like rap together at my apartment on our beats and stuff, and me and Jay Hill would screw around and whatever. And then y'all like drift apart for a bit, like you still keep up. And then I started doing all this stuff, and I was like, yo, Jay Hill, like, why haven't we made a track together? And he like hit me up, and he was like, I am so down, kind of thing. We were just kind of like mutually went like, why aren't we doing this already?
For sure.
Because like we already know what we both like. We've already worked together in the past.
Yeah.
Place, banged out a track in, I don't know, we probably did it like 4 or 5 hours total, but it was like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I like one of the verses I had already written, wrote another one when I was there, and like we made the beat together. and mastered.
Oh, okay, right on.
It's called Billboard.
So,
do you use FL Studio? What do you use to make your beats with?
I'm mediocre in FL Studio.
Okay.
And Logic Pro. I actually use a program most of the time called Magic. If you guys have heard of it.
It doesn't sound familiar to
No.
me.
Yeah, it's actually rising now. Like when I
With an
first
X?
started using it, it was like a smaller, cheaper one.
Okay.
But it's grown now. It's getting more expensive and stuff. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
still
As they
really
do.
good.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the thing is I was like when I started out with
Yeah, of
using it.
course.
For sure, man.
But
Whatever,
now
whatever
it's
you
just like
can
what I'm
use.
most comfortable with.
Definitely.
Champagne and beers.
I figure
Bomb on
maybe
a bush.
in my head, like, because you guys are saying like it's a sound you guys haven't heard. I'm like, well, a
Mhm.
lot of people haven't heard of the program I use, so like my whole thing
Yeah.
is like
Oh yeah.
that could. They have the different options and that
Yeah,
Yeah.
compared to
say.
what people are used
Yeah.
to using.
Yeah, very good point.
So if I was to search, would you want to play any of your songs on like?
Yeah, if you want to play a track of mine, then
I would
go
like
for
to.
it.
I got,
Just let me find the shit first. You can
Okay,
continue the.
Spotify.
Oh, are you the meme? Are you the
my-
meme groupies?
I am the meme.
Okay, I was like, yo, someone mentioned us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, tell us about that.
I'm just trying to get
Yo,
us.
did they?
How'd you
Who
get
was
in
it?
it?
Because I gotta shout them out.
Oh, it was you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
It just came up on the.
So how'd you get into
Shout out to
the
myself.
memes? How'd you get into
Okay,
that? What
wait,
made you
I got
wanna
a quick
create your own
question.
page?
Who's
The
this?
dream to meme. Okay, that's me, and that's my friend Reens.
I fucking knew it.
There's a story here.
Yeah.
There's a story here.
There's a
So I don't even know if I want to tell the story, but so okay. Whenever I saw you at the show,
Yeah.
I was like, I almost kind of recognize that girl, whatever.
That's not the same girl.
No, I mean you.
Oh,
I
okay,
thought I
okay.
recognized you. And then the other day, I was at Grassroots, and I walked into it, and shout out Grassroots, Natalie, all that shit. Jay, Cardi.
you walked into
Yeah,
like
open,
into the wall or like
yeah.
through
I'll open the door first.
I had to
But
do
no,
it.
so I walk in there and I hear, oh my god, is that Styles? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I look over and this girl's like walking towards me, and I'm like, oh hey, yeah, what's up? And at first, whenever I saw her, I was like, oh, it's Reen. I was
You
like,
know Reen?
wait a second, and I thought it was you. And I was like, wait a second, what? And then I was like, oh no, okay, yeah, it's Reen. But then just since
So
then,
you know Reens.
yes.
Okay,
Sorry, that's what I'm getting at. Sorry, yeah. Thanks. Keep me on pace here. Yeah. No, so I was actually saying to Brandon, I'm like, something. This girl popped up on my Facebook. People you may know or whatever, right? And like every time I go there, I can go and like scroll, and she'll be there. And that sounds so creepy. But
Yeah.
anyway, she had like a weird name, like it was like a. But it kind of looked like both of you. And then the funny thing is, it turns out she's like not even from around here, and it was just random. But anyways,
Such is life.
so I was like, fuck, man. I'm like, I said to him, like, I'm almost convinced she's gonna show up and be like,
Yeah.
But I was like, she would have said something. So my point is that
That'd
I
been super cool.
I
Though.
feel like maybe you guys look alike. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know who Reens is, so I can't.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
but no.
comment.
So I used to hang out with like So my buddy.
Shout out Reens though.
Well, two
She
of my
does photography. She's actually
allowed
dope.
to-
Oh,
Yeah.
dope. Yeah,
two of
that's
my
awesome.
buddies. Sorry, just one sec. Two of my buddies from Renfrew dated girls that live with.
Wait, so are you like from Renfrew?
Yeah, I live
okay,
there,
okay, okay.
So like you know where Marina.
yeah, I do know.
So she had like a few roommates or whatever, right? There was like Nikki and Jasmine and shit.
Oh, I know
don't
Jasmine.
know. Okay,
I know
yeah.
Jasmine.
So then like they were dating a couple of my buddies, so we would always go down there and shit, or they would come to Renfrew or whatever. And then yeah, like Reens is there sometimes too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Weird
crazy.
web of my life that
Yeah.
you just opened, but anyway.
Small world. This is weird. Yeah.
It's, all, it's this thing right here, actually.
Fucking yeah. Shout out Reens. That's crazy. Yeah. So how did we get talking about her?
My story about me being.
Oh,
on
that's
there,
right.
so
Yes,
you
and
got
it was
tagged in.
yeah. I was like, oh yeah.
Bingo!
There, we just wasted fucking 10-15 minutes because I looked at my phone.
Stop looking at your phone, stop.
Shit. I was
So,
trying
yo.
to do it live, but no, that's crazy.
I just
Yeah.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah. We got it. We got some not exclusive. Sure, people have heard this before, but first time on the audio. We got this K Walshy's song.
Which one are you putting on? Bill?
I thought other
Gotta
one
put
too,
on
man.
Bill-
Got
Billboard.
it up.
Billboard. I'm gonna look. What's this one?
Like that.
K
one.
Walshyy, 2 Y's. No dashes. I know everybody
Ooh.
thinks there's a dash, but there's no dash.
No dash. You heard it here
Actually, there's
first.
no capitals.
Two Y's. No dash.
Straight up.
No caps.
Nice.
I'm just
No-
gonna
no
put
special
that
characters,
out there
no
right
numbers.
now because that's like a big thing that people always.
Am I
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Am I just
That's not
hot?
fun.
Well,
Am I
it's
not seeing
it's
this?
good. It's
Stuff,
good too
but-
though because then like then they know how to find you, right?
Am I on the right page?
Yeah, we found her
No,
Spotify.
Okay.
because there's no spaces, no capitals, and there's 2 Y's.
Oh, okay.
Gang.
I better get it up here in no time.
No space.
So was it last week I lit up a smoke in here?
Yeah, goddamn, breaking the rules.
So,
Billboard.
so yeah, we
There you
don't
go.
smoke in here.
You want
And,
billboard.
Last weekend I was sitting here after the show and I pulled out a smoke because I was gonna go smoke it because I had drank some beer, right? Right.
Face up.
All right.
Base.
Well, here it is.
We
We're
don't
gonna-
want to scare them. Nice.
So like everybody can hear this right now. It's not
Oh
just
yeah,
in
it's
our
going.
headphones?
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going out. Yeah.
I just wanna see my face on a billboard. I don't care if they scream, long as they don't get bored.
Shout out J
I
Hill.
just wanna see my face on a billboard.
Yeah.
I don't care if they scream. Or they grinding since school, they sold a hit yet. Stories yet to be told. Let the story unfold. Watch it roll off my tongue into this rap legend mold. Leave you rock to roll. If you don't watch your back, you'll be out in the cold. Cause I'm real nice. If you don't ask me, I can make you pay the price. If you get unfriendly, so go ahead unfriend me. Cause I can get unorderly. A little lady that can fall with you mentally. Won't hesitate to tell you. It's 2018. Why you still doing this shit so sloppy? Come on, you gotta stop it. Be this ain't a game of Monopoly. You an average, basic bitch.
Nice.
See, I am an anomaly. I just wanna see my face. I don't care if they scream, long as they don't get bored. I just wanna see my face on a billboard. I don't care if they scream, long as they don't get bored. Long as I get more views than your average boy, got everyone stopping to holler at your boy. Fuck with her, who me? Nah, she ain't no toy. Good for you like soy. You like Father Troy. Mwah. Enjoy being J Hill in the room. New hits coming soon. This shit comes naturally like a moth in a cocoon. Work Millie, that's word to my boy. He white like vanilla, but on the beat he gets quite silly. It up out nilly. Get game and we bout to killy. Hold up, give us a little Philly. I just wanna see my
Yeah.
face on a billboard. I don't care if they scream like bored. I just wanna see my face on a billboard. I don't care if they scream, long as they don't get bored.
That's dope.
Gang.
Squad.
Very dope.
Okay, yeah, like
So,
that.
what, did you? Is that your newest one, or like?
Most recent one I've come out with.
You sound hard.
It was supposed to go up on Spotify and stuff. That was like just as my whole big accident happened and I was out of commission, which brings in how my meme page started.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's still gonna go up on Spotify and that, but for now,
Don't.
it's
Nice.
I'm glad.
I like it a lot.
Let us know how the meme page
Yeah, I
ties
was
into
gonna
that.
say, yeah.
So I got in an accident. I avoided a fox. I hit the trees going like
You
fast.
sure it wasn't a wolf? Or
Think of it.
But yeah, I avoided a fox. This leads to how I hit the wolf because I was like, I'm not doing this again.
Motherfucker, that's smart though. That's learning.
True, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
avoided a fox, hit the trees going fast. Fired myself for a while.
Damn.
I was like Sam from 50 First Dates.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Shit.
No.
Okay, the dude
But-
who's like, my name's Sam. And then
Yeah.
like 45 seconds later, he's like, hey, how are
Yeah.
you? My name's Sam.
Oh,
Damn.
no way.
Yeah. I walked backwards for like 2 weeks because my vertigo was so bad.
Wow.
Wow.
If I thought
yeah.
about it too much and I tried to walk forwards, my body just went backwards instead. Yeah. But I was hilarious because I had
I guess.
no
so.
filter. I had no filter. None. Like, I would say things, my mom would say things, and I would just be like, bleh, and she'd be like, where did that even come from?
That's
probably have to
wild,
take
man.
care of me for a bit.
It's a fucking crazy thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I
man.
like got noticed by a couple big meme pages, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go off this. So I like made a joke off it, made a couple memes, and it was like about like hitting on meme pages, getting into my DMs and that. So that's how it was the meme groupies.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
I'm just gonna roll with it. And then,
Cool.
so I got my first like 800 followers in the first like few days, kind of thing.
Wow.
Cause one of my favorite pages, the recovering problem child,
Okay.
Sam, shout out to him.
Yeah.
He actually followed me in like the first 24 hours and like followed my shit consistently since. And then we got talking and he like helped me out. He was actually the first page that ever shouted me out. And yeah, he's super dope.
Nice.
He lives in Virginia. He's from
Yeah.
here. He's like states, that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Nice
like the
shout
meme
out.
community is cool because people like there's people who are
Yeah.
like, I'm from Holland. I'm from wherever. And you're like, that's so cool.
Yeah. Until they post a meme and you're like, I don't get it.
Yeah, basically
I-
filter while I had a concussion.
Nice.
That's
Fuck.
man. That's something I can't even like think about like going through. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
know,
couldn't do
right?
anything
Yeah.
else though. Like I was like lights off, sitting in my house. I've even been doing that, but I was like, I'm bored, so I just sat there typing whatever the hell stupid stuff came into my mind,
Yeah.
and then making it into memes and talking and commenting on other meme pages, and then eventually a whole bunch of them were following me, and like my
Crazy.
page is still small. Like there's a lot of really cool pages. Like there's like recovering problem child, alien with no job, puns for none. I've
Nice.
met some of them I've watched grow. Like some of them only had like 4,000 followers and now they're like 30K.
yeah.
And you're
Wow.
like, yo, you go, dude. Some of them are like 100K plus though, or like I have like 1 million followers and I'm like, why are you like me and why do you pay attention to my page? And everyone's like, you're hilarious. They're like, they're like, we don't get why you don't have the follows. Like everybody comes to me and they're like, all of these likes, like my page gets, sometimes it gets hit and it gets lower, but generally it's 1 in 9K likes
Hmm.
on my memes, which is pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty
But I only
good.
have
Fucking
like,
right.
but I only have like 7 my meme page. I'm not like a big meme page, but I'm pulling in like big meme page likes.
Yeah.
Just like it's one of those things that happens like
It's weird.
exponentially. All of a sudden,
Yes.
you'll see this like crazy bell curve, and it'll just be like,
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
happens on and off too, though. Like you'll get a period good, and then it like flatlines,
Yeah.
and then like people will start to notice again. Like I've noticed now, like there's big pages that I like follow on my personal and stuff, and then I like go there on my meme page, and it's like follow back, and I'm like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
excuse me. Yes, this is the coolest moment of my life.
Yeah,
Besides
yeah.
the time that Obi Trice knew who I was.
Yeah.
Shit.
on that
awesome.
grind.
That's what it's about.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Man, the internet,
Really, man.
the
So many
ability to do that
opportunities.
shit, right? Like, and just like eventually,
At your fingertips.
yeah. Then you're like an influencer. I
Yeah.
mean, you can like,
Dude, that's what.
Maybe I'll get there one day.
That's what these guys call me.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
call me in. Like, since you're an influencer.
I have like some companies that have come to me to do the like, hey, we'll give you this and you do that.
Yeah.
exactly,
Like-
yeah.
It hurts your engagement a lot. So if you're a small page, there's no point in doing it until you're bigger because like nobody pays attention. They're just like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
One doesn't like fuck up.
Hmm.
so
yeah, no
so, like it
doubt.
kind of hurts you more than it does you good until you're bigger. Then it
Yeah,
does.
yeah. For
Why?
sure.
You mean
But,
like,
like-
to collab with people and stuff?
No,
No, to,
like,
like,
advertising
yeah,
kind
like,
of
that's
thing.
okay.
But like having said that, on my meme page, you like, oh, they hate it when meme pages do advertising and it's so bullshit, whatever. But I had like 600 followers on my meme page, and I made a fake ad making fun of a product where I was like, this is hilarious.
That's
Whatever. And like made this big caption. It was hilarious, and it was a fake ad. And, like buy it here, and like had the link in my bio. for a
yeah.
while.
So that actually reminds
this
me of I
Got
don't
me
know.
like hundreds of followers, and I was like, tell me you hate fake advertising now.
There you
or
go.
Any advertising,
like-
'cause, like
Of like I would like way back in the day when Rhett and Link first started doing what they were doing. They started making like commercials for people, you know, businesses or whatever,
Yeah.
and they would like just make the most ridiculous and hilarious commercials.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? It's just like, and they like they just post them to the internet, and all of a sudden, like these local businesses would start getting because of these meme like
Yeah.
videos they made. you know
Actually,
what I
I
mean?
like those guys. They're hilarious.
So maybe you could do something like that, like
Maybe.
do like I don't know,
I've done a
Guerrilla-
couple of
guerrilla
them now.
acting.
Like,
local.
a couple of them now. The first one like really took off, so I was like, okay, I'll try it once or twice more. But like, yeah, think about it. Like, the one that I did was, you know, those advertise. I gotta stop saying like so. But those advertisements that were coming up where it was like doing on that thing to get the stronger jaw.
Mhm.
No.
Okay, well.
Anyways,
Okay, well, I was like,
I'm
dude, like,
following
who
now.
does this? It's like, who does this? Come on.
take
So
some
that was like the one
ecstasy
I
the
first
rest of us.
posted, and it was kind of like, basically like, have you always missed having a chew toy? Like, are you still teething? like,
Oh, like you dubbed over it. Okay, yeah. Like the.
no, it was the cat to the video, and then I just
Oh,
captioned it.
okay.
Gave credit to the company, and then posted their link in my bio for like a couple hours.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant you like dubbed over it. Like, have you ever seen there's like the slap chop dub over thing? Like horrible shit. Like, you're gonna love my nuts. He's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's easy as slapping a hooker. He's the guy actually got busted for slapping a hooker or something. Yeah.
That's
Oh
funny
shit!
shit.
It's
hilarious.
relevant.
Damn! Wow, that's amazing. Probably gonna get sued now. But,
God damn.
yeah. Well, I guess I didn't say anything bad.
Bug it.
I use them. They're great.
Yeah. Funny. So are you working currently?
Yeah.
Any future things that anyone can expect coming from
Tell us
you?
everything right now.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay, so there's a lot going on the sidelines, but everything's at a halt right now. Moving situation and stuff.
Yep.
Everything's in storage. But I've been working on. They're kind of been staying quiet about it. The only people I've actually told about it are people who have like known me since high school and knew my
Yeah.
plan back then. Like sudden, like
Yeah.
like I think Sin is the only one really out here who knew.
yeah.
Well, now they are.
But
Now everybody knows.
Everybody's gonna know.
All
We know.
So-
they're right there.
So we'll all be waiting for it, right?
I've been-
We're gonna
I'm
wait
supposed
for
to
it.
look here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not paying
Yeah, that's where.
Yeah, they're all.
But yeah, so I've been working on this kind of since high school. But it's like my first EP was Drinking with Friends, and it was all just like fun tracks, whatever.
Yeah.
A little bit about my hometown, how we used to get fucked, right?
Oh yeah.
And that was it. And it was called Drinking with Friends,
I like the title.
because all my verses in that were kind of like either written with friends
Drinking with friends.
back and forth, or it was like written while we were all fucked up together and I was and whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's kind of how it got its name.
Fits the bill.
Yeah. And then my next stuff that I've been working on since high school,
Okay.
but like it's all a lot deeper, a lot darker.
Okay.
And so kind of the next logical step is like you did the Drinking with Friends, you had fun, you get people bumping so they get into your stuff. Now you got to get into like who you are, a
Personal
bit about what
stuff.
you've been through.
Yeah.
And like even though Drinking with Friends was always like, yeah, we're getting effed up and whatever,
Yeah.
you kind of want to still yeah.
No, I'm
But
sorry.
I've been going back and forth. But you
Yeah.
kind of still want to do the like, yeah, but this is still like, it's still not good to do that stuff, man. Like, you still
Yeah,
want to
of
get your.
course.
Okay, because to me, hip hop
Yeah.
Send a
is
bit
like,
of a message out there.
to me, hip hop is like, I'm in a shit situation.
Yeah.
I want to do better for myself.
Yeah.
And this is a good outlet to get out of it.
Absolutely.
Relation.
Yeah.
To me, if you get into hip hop, it's not like staying stuck in your same bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. For
It's
sure.
rising above it, doing better for yourself.
Absolutely.
To
Therapy.
me, my next project is more like talking about how having all that fun negatively.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
Cool.
Yeah.
I did drinking.
Counterproductive.
Yeah. So I did Drinking with Friends, and then for my EP, and then my next album, and drama.
Okay. Yeah.
So
D&D.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I want like full album length though, and like there's an acapella
Like 12.
at least.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's like a acapella, and that's
Yeah,
like
okay.
Gang.
kind of what the whole album revolves around.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of going to tell a bit about all that. But,
Do we get an exclusive preview of that?
Sneak peekle.
maybe at some point, yeah. Yeah, you might.
We'll work up to that for sure. I just want to take a second. Shout out fucking.
Who's all up in here?
I got Trip watching.
What up,
Or he
Trip?
Or he was. But anyways, shout out Trip. 666 to the kid.
Know what it
we
is.
got
Shout out Insomniac.
I'm sorry. I'm really bad with faces and.
Shout out everyone watching.
But
Shout
yeah,
out everyone who's been on.
Shout out everybody watching live. Shout out
We
everybody
love you
watching
all.
out there. Yeah.
Support
Yeah.
4G.
Yep.
Me and my light up.
What it lights up?
I love things.
Well, I
that
mean,
light
I-
up.
Shit, I hadn't even noticed
But,
that.
That is
that's
like-
Look at that fucking thing.
I am a child that way. I love things that light up. Like
Yeah. Did your
watch,
shoes do the
shoes,
same
shirt.
thing? Yeah.
I don't care. Give me. I don't care. Just let me have all the light up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
glow in the dark and under black light. All of it. I want it.
Flashy. Pretty dope though. I like it.
I didn't even notice that fucking thing. Look at it. Just
Yeah.
sparkling.
Well, I saw it in the parking lot,
Wait, this
but I
gets-
didn't like the bezel.
Yeah.
And I also never knew it lit up for sure. That's not a lie. Just real quick. Speaking of Trip, I think we might be going for lunch tomorrow.
Oh, you going for lunch with Trip?
Yeah, at the Wilderness Tours. Yeah,
Hey. Howdy ho.
and I might even I'm gonna see if I can work merchant in the. Those guys could be dark together.
They would make a good track together.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
And I don't mean that in a negative way.
Link
I
them
mean,
up.
I feel like, yeah, see?
Do your connecting
Shout out.
skills.
Shout out everybody. I'm trying to be a manager, I think. It's official.
It's official.
I guess.
If you want to
What's
be
up?
on, hit us up.
I'm good.
Okay, what the?
Let's get it.
Is it?
You're too stoned.
Yeah, fucking yeah. The funny thing is, I feel like we haven't smoked as much weed as we normally do, but I definitely feel like.
Maybe it was just
Well,
Nice, my phone died.
we do what we do.
Imagine.
Imagine that.
Cheer, cheer, cheer.
well.
So what are we all saying? You want to
Hot. Yeah.
spit that hot fire?
You about that life or what?
Okay. Like acapella that I do at my shows is dark though.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. We like to keep it PG on here. I wear glasses. So I don't know about that. Let's fucking get it.
She wears glasses
Okay.
too, though.
Can I could you possibly please rock sauce me a bottle of water?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Say
make
rock
that
sauce?
happen.
Yeah.
Nice. Don't even know.
Pass me.
do you want
basically.
water
rock
or-
sauce me is
or do you want
pass me.
another,
then.
I figured, because like a sauce.
Sauce me the sauce to the sauce boss.
I saw this meme one day and it was like how hockey boys talk to their mom. And it was like, sauce me the peas, you fucking beauty. Hey ma, sauce me the peas. You want
Water, please.
Yeah, I have like lemon water.
Oh, there's
Oh,
The fancy
I just want,
water.
like, water. What?
yeah.
That's angry water.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, let's-
You should.
Oh,
what?
now you guys like
Here?
see when I'm on
No,
the
I was
spot,
gonna say
it's
put
so
a couple in the fridge.
nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah,
When
yeah.
it
I'll get.
flows-
If you want, I don't know.
What do you mean? You're gonna take a minute? Taking 5 what? Is-
No, sorry. She was just saying, she was, feeling the.
Okay,
Yeah. No,
we
no.
got this. We got this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, you don't even have to do it. There's the option to say no. Trip said no to us the
Always.
first time.
Yeah.
Nah.
You did.
Okay.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna do the one for my show. Is that what we've decided?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
if you
up to
want.
you.
We can
whatever.
look the.
No, I'm.
I'll do that.
All eyes on you.
I guarantee you ain't seen nothing before. You have seen the bite of a man dead lying on the floor. I can show you the past of a man so dark to its core that even the damn devil himself will know how means no. Filled with blood and gore. The only bright side is it was never a bore, and all the kid wanted in life was to abort. Run away and build himself a brick wall fort. See, his past could tear you to shreds. I'm sure it will break you to pieces. A man that did so many drugs, just pieces. A man with a shadowed mind so dark that even was together would lose sight of light or spark. His thoughts could tear you apart. To someone who's been given shit right from the start. He's seen drugs setting lines, friends getting charged facing time, and every time he's been through that, he got right. his fines. Got some friends in low places, living in shitty places. He's seen more porn, more crimes, more drugs, no pain. Most of it is shit you can deal with. He's seen the dead and the poor. Think to himself he'll never be more. Starts feeling suffocated from the bad he's done. His conscience dry. Feeling asphyxiated. Soon his conscience eats him away. Laying in bed just hoping he doesn't wake up for another day. Cause I hear they say he's got a problem with insomnia. Cause every time he thinks about it, the nightmares keep him up till he goes insane. Can't close his eyes without visions of it. He lets as the smoke have up snug to his lungs. He'll be okay as long as he gets that bowl. Just as long as he gets ahead of that crack, starts talking back. He'll be okay as long as he carries that gag. Keeps pants strong, no dignity intact. Forgot who he was long ago. Inside to say I'm speaking fact. The boy's a walking shadow. He'll when he wants to talk smack, swallow. He could have been smart, he could have had it all, but unlike the words of nomads, never graduated early and there was tons of Adderall. Took a dirty fall, boy it hit the wall. Started from the top and now he's at the bottom from the drop.
Oh,
Hold on.
Keep it going.
See, this girl was beautiful like an angel about to fall. This girl was smart, man, she could have had it all. But she spent her days with the devil, this girl gave this man her all. She had these long brown locks, so I'm told. A beautiful smile, a heart of gold. But her soul to him she sold. She danced with the around she goes. And when she gets off, well, nobody knows she's so wrapped up in the glamour she beholds. But can't see through the mist of her heart, her mind unfolds like a story untold. Held it in for rages, now she rages, her mind races. Tears and terrors she faces, but life is in any disgraces. Now she's spending her days just picking up the pieces, smoothing out the creases, but addiction at the corner of her mind where it teases. The needles in her arm, and yes, it pleases, but it tears the world to pieces. She wants to stop it now. She needs to do people wrong. These ain't diseases. She needed help yet to be treated. Believe that she should be out instead of leaving. We should have helped instead of grieving. But I guess that's no more calling you up on day trips. And that's there. It's just today we were planning road trips. But I love you and I miss you, lady. Rest in peace. Catch you on the other side, Danny. You best believe. Fucked up a couple times, but whatever.
yeah. Shit, that gave me chills at the end
couple
there.
slurs,
Yeah, no.
but-
Damn, yeah.
That's
Sick.
pretty fantastic storytelling abilities right
Yeah,
there. For
Very,
sure.
yeah.
I like
a little
it.
bit of nerves, but
You did good. You
Yeah,
did
definitely. I
good.
got chills on my chills
Yeah.
there.
That's very well done.
Yeah.
Goosebumps got
Yeah,
goosebumps.
seriously.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Goosebumps got goosebumps.
No, that was good.
Kind of a little bit reminds me a little bit of do Immortal Technique.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Word,
Devil.
yeah.
Yeah, that's around the same era. That's Nomads. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. But it's like a whole track he does about.
Yeah. Now that you say that, yeah. Yep.
Actually, I think so. It's like, damn, why didn't I catch it?
Yeah, I didn't catch it. Just once you said it, though, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
See,
Well, shout out
fucking
K.
word.
Walshyy.
My nerves, I'm literally shaking right
Oh,
now.
no way.
No,
No, that was sick. Oh, no, that
Thanks for doing
shit. Yeah, thank
that.
you.
Yeah, that was great.
Fuck yeah, man. Thanks for coming out. Seriously.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. For sure.
Yeah, this is dope. Thanks for having me out.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
know.
Anytime.
Sometime.
Yeah,
we can
seriously.
Yeah, I'm down whenever.
You got to sign the table before you go.
Yeah, maybe whenever
Hell
that
yeah.
album drops or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Whenever.
Come talk about that.
Yeah,
Show us a
that's
song or
not
two.
gonna be for a long time.
No,
though.
I
I'm
know.
a perfectionist.
I'm
I
just
don't
trying to
even-
rush
I'm not
it.
even gonna try to give a release date.
No.
right
No,
now.
I'd never do that.
Oh no,
But
I get it. You
We'll
gonna get
find
any?
you back on
You gonna
here.
get any big fucking?
Well, we'll see. I've had a couple people who have agreed that I'm
Yeah.
excited about, but I'm not
Nice.
gonna name drop anybody yet because I'm
No.
not for sure if I'll put them on a like it kind of thing
Yeah.
or if I'll put them on the album.
Yeah.
I'm just
So-
fishing for details.
doing what I do.
Fuck yeah.
All
Anyways,
right. Well,
this is the 4G Audio Podcast. You already know what it is.
yeah.
We out here. Stop,
Joe,
gang. We got K.
Walshyy.
Walshy. Gang.
Magic Man, Ben Jones. Thanks.
Peace out, y'all.
All right,
Catch you in the next one.
we're out of here.
Deuces.
Show us the way. Gang.